Asana in Yoga. An ultimate guide for body fitness. Hello and welcome to the lindyyoga.com podcast. An asana is a yoga pose, and there are many different types. Asanas can be simple or complex, and they can be performed standing, sitting, or lying down. The point of an asana is to maintain a comfortable, relaxed position without strain. Asana is the physical practice of yoga. It refers to the body and the poses or postures of yoga. In Sanskrit, the word asana translates as seat specifically for meditation. Today, asana is synonymous with yoga, but it is only one component. Why is it important to understand the history and origins of yoga asanas? Because doing so can make your practice much more rich and fulfilling. Yoga becomes less about merely trying to contort your body into difficult positions, and instead becomes something more significant. History of asana. A lot has been said about the history of asanas, but it's advantageous to go over a few points that are often overlooked in all the information. Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali is a text that is studied a lot in the United States. But asana did not come from Patanjali. Asana is the third limb of Patanjali's 8, but this is referring to the seat that is used for meditation, and the body as your outermost layer. The next step is to focus on the outside of your body, which you can do through practicing different yoga poses. By doing this, you will become more comfortable and stable. Patanjali was an ascetic who believed in the liberation model of yoga. This means that the body wasn't important to him. For Patanjali, posture is the inability to move the body. Patanjali wanted to move away from the physical body and into the subtler aspects of existence. Hatha yoga is responsible for the perception that the body is not well regarded in yoga. Before hatha came along, the body was not seen as needing things like food, and they generate waste products. Bodies are seen as being kind of icky. The Naths, the authors of the yogic text, the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, believed that the body was a temple. This belief is what led to the development of asana yoga, a practice meant to help strengthen and improve the health of the body. The popularity of postural yoga. The popularity of yoga poses is more to do with marketing, which is about making the right offer at the right time. The success of yoga is due to the fact that it is a physical practice. People see it as just another form of exercise. To only market it as a breathing or meditative practice would be unsuccessful. My personal experience shows that we only get 5 people attending our meditation classes, in contrast to flow classes which do well. This may be due to personal preferences, as data suggests. The most popular form of yoga in the U.S. and beyond is vinyas because it is very active. Yoga asana gives you something to do, which is something that Americans value because of the societal pressure to be productive. The equally important reason is that it is enjoyable. When we join postures together and move from one to another smoothly, it feels good in your body. Yoga does not have to be serious. There is an idea in yoga's teachings that you have to practice with enthusiasm. If you're not excited about it, you'll quit and do something else. Yoga is ideal for people who are interested in health and wellness. It is a mind-body practice that is known to have many benefits. However, if you only focus on the asana, you might miss the mental aspects. Where do the names of yoga postures come from? The suffix asana is added to the end of yoga postures. For example, tada equals mountain when added to asana. Tadasana, or mountain pose, is one such example. Here are a few more examples that highlight the asana. Chaturanga Dandasana, for limb staff pose. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Parivrtta Parsvakonasana, revolved side angle pose. Yoga started with people observing nature. So it's not surprising that yoga poses would be named after animals and other living things like sages and the earth. For example, there are poses named after fish, frogs and locusts, trees, heroes and cows. This posture is based on 3 principles. This Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana posture uses 3 principles: body parts, numbers, and directions. Urdhva means upwards. Prasarita means to stretch or expand. EKA is the number. Pada is a foot or leg. It's commonly called standing splits. If you are traveling, it can be helpful to use Sanskrit for the names of the yoga poses, since there is more agreement on what to call them. I have heard all sorts of creative interpretations of various postures in English, including airplanes, chairs, and wild things. The pose sounds more exotic if it is referred to by its Sanskrit name. In his text, BKS Iyengar included the names of postures that his teacher, Krishnamacharya, innovated by blending postures from Hatha Yoga, gymnastics, wrestling, and calisthenics. Read the full article on www.lindyyoga.com. Click the link below the video.